What's going on? This is Pedram and I'm coming to you from pedramtv.com. And in this video today, I want to talk about 10 top books to read if you're an entrepreneur. If you're interested in entrepreneurship, if you're interested in business, and you want to put your foot through the door and you want to find out more, these books can help you start and give you that spark you need to start off as an entrepreneur. So I've almost read all of these books and I've tried to only select the ones that I've read myself. This is by no means the top 10 best books out there. This is just 10 of the books that I've decided to choose to give you a better start, or even if you're an existing entrepreneur, to help you and really enhance you and your skills to do better in entrepreneurship. So let's get into it. I'm not going to try to talk too much about these books. The best thing I can tell you is to go and read them. Go and read them as soon as you you finish watching this video. I want you to go ahead and buy all of these 10 books and start reading it, or buy one by one. And for this same reason, I've actually included the list of these books below in the description below, where you can go and purchase them on Amazon. So best thing I can tell you is to go and buy them and read them, and do not waste time about doing any particular research. Just trust me on this one. These are good books and it can help you start with business and entrepreneurship. So let's get into the number one, the classic book, best selling, and this is probably in the list of every video or every article you find about how to start a business or the best books for entrepreneurship. This is probably the one you find in the top three, and it's by Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. And now I've read this book a couple of times, and it's actually been a while since I read it, but it's really a great book, and it's Napoleon Hill. I've also read all of his other work, like The Laws of Success, and some of his other books. And he's great. He's going to teach you about thinking the right way. He's going to teach you a little bit of mindset. He's going to teach you how these people in America started and built great fortunes for themselves. And it's just going to teach you to think the right way. It's going to, if you never thought about business before, and you always constantly thinking about, oh, maybe you have some ideas you want to do and you want to start in business, then reading this book will kind of put your mind into perspective, and it's going to teach you how to think about it the right way. Now, by no means, if you read this book, you're going to be rich. To be a successful entrepreneur, to be a successful business person, you got to do a lot of action. There is a lot of trial and errors, and no one is going to come and give you the plate with the business inside just because you decided to read the book. It's not going to happen until you go and decide to take massive amount of action and fail a bunch of times and keep getting back up and trying it. So I want to tell you that is not easy, and you have to be willing to work hard. So again, Think and Grow Rich. If you haven't read this book, go and read this. This is a great book, and again, I'll put the link in the description. Next one is the E-Myth by Michael E. Gerber, and this is probably another book that you will find in lots of best books, entrepreneurship books. And this books, all it teaches you is how to stop thinking like a small business owner. Excuse me. I think the battery is about to run out. Okay, great. Okay, we're good to go. So Michael E. Gerber, he's absolutely amazing. He's going to teach you to stop thinking like a small business owner. And he goes on to talk about how these small businesses, they don't have a business, they have a job, and they often overwork, they often tired, they often don't want to employ other people because they think that if you want to do the job right, you got to do it yourself. And it goes on to talk about how you need to work on your business and not inside your business. So it's a great book. I'll leave the link in the description. Next one is How to Win Friends and Influence People. This is an amazing book, amazing book. I've read this book and it's pretty amazing. And all it says is about how to, it's all in the name, how to win friends and how to influence others. One of the most important, if not the most important skills you learn in business is how to influence people. And the reason for that is because if you think about it, business is nothing uh, but you are in the business of people. So whatever business you are selling to other people, and it's therefore very number one priority and very important skills to have to become good with people. And it's, like I said, probably the most important skill you'll ever learn. You have to be able to connect with people, communicate with people, influence people, and it's important you think the right way, because if you don't, if you cannot influence people, if you cannot get on with people, then you're better off you better off not starting a business, because you might think you're in a business of product, but you're not. You're in a business of people, because that's who you're selling the product to. So that's a great book. Also, next one is Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert T. Kiyosaki. I've read a lot of his work, and I actually admire him. I think he's amazing. And again, this book is going to teach you about thinking the right way about money. It's going to teach you about financial education. It's going to teach you about what money is, how you should be using money, how to save money. It's going to talk about investing money, how to manage money, all of that good stuff. It's an amazing book, and you should read it if you have not read it. So that's it. This is Rich Dad Poor Dad. Next one is The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, and this is by Stephen Covey. And you know, if you've been into business for a while, that habits are probably one of your most important thing that's going to help you get to where you want to go. You see, it's all about having the right habits. If in the morning you have an automatic habit of getting up and going to the gym every day, then guess what? You are not going to be overweight. You're going to be healthy. You're going to be in good shape as long as you have a good diet. It's same with money, wealth, and business. If you have the right habits, if you get up in the morning and if you work towards your business every day, and guess what? You're going to be financially secure. You're going to have a good business. You're not going to have problem with money. And it's exactly the same thing. You have to have the right habits, and this book will teach you what are those highly effective habits are that's going to help you get to success. Next one is Awakening the Giant Within, and this is by Tony Robbins. He's also pretty good, pretty awesome person. And this book is all about mindset, and you'll be surprised. Mindset, 80% of your success is about mindset. If you don't have the right mind, then guess what? The chances are you will not become successful. So, in the mind, you have to have the right mindset. Mindset is about how you think about a particular thing. Mechanic is all the know-hows, and mindset is about your mindset, is about your inner game. And this is why this book is amazing. It's all in the name. I believe that. I think if you read this book and apply all the exercises that's in that book, it's going to help you. It's going to awaken the giant within, and it's going to give you lots of different possibilities that you can go down to, depending on what you love and what you enjoy. Principles, this is Ray Dalio. This guy is like billionaire, and he's amazing. I've read his book about maybe a few months ago, and this is about everything. This book talks about life. He talks about his view on business, his view on family, talks about mindset, talks about hiring, talks about people. This book is a bit of everything, talks about absolutely everything, and it's a great book to read if you're interested in business. Next book, it's Mastery by Robert Greene, and this book teaches you about mastery, what it takes to master a subject. If you like to be maybe you want to be a footballer, maybe you want to be a doctor, maybe you want to be an artist, maybe you want to be a businessman, entrepreneur. It talks about how much time you need to spend in order to become master in particular subject. You have to be patient, and it talks about how 10,000 hours can make you a master, and 20,000 hours is going to make you a guru. So really and truly, the more you got to be patient, you got to give it time. If you want to master a particular subject, you have to give it 10,000 hours. and do not think you're just gonna come in and you're gonna be good. So this book is it's great book to make you and I make help you understand in the right way. Laptop Millionaire. Now this is not in the typical list of the best books, but I've decided to add this myself. If you are interested in online business, if you like in the online, if you love about internet business and you want to start online businesses, then this is a great book. It's not in one subject and it talks about all different things you can start online. It talks about its overview of every single business you can start on the webs on the internet, and it's a great book. I've read this book a couple of times, and it's Mark Anastasi, and this is the first book I ever read about internet marketing, and this is how I got started online. This person or this gentleman was the person that triggered this into me, and 5 years later and I'm still here. So if you're interested about business and you want to know what all the possibilities of businesses you can start online, then I highly recommend you to read this book by Mark Anastasi, and it's going to help you get to where you want to go. Now this one is the last one, Richard Branson, Losing My Virginity, and this is kind of like more like a biography type. It's gonna tell you a little bit about the story and everything. And again, it's an amazing book. It's a great book, and you should read it if you want to learn about the Richard Branson personal life. And it talks about that, and it's great to read biographies because they are the biggest source of inspiration. And I highly recommend you to read biographies at night when you're going to bed, because those time are the time that you need to be inspired and help you get up the next day fresh and ready to go. So Losing My Virginity, it's a great book, and I highly recommend you to go and read it. And I'll leave the link of all these particular books that I've just mentioned in the description below. So what I want you to do, I want you to either go and buy them all and read them by one, or you could just read them one by one if you're a kind of person that gets distracted and you probably want to read them all in the same time. Then just go and buy them one by one. I'll leave the link in the description. Go and buy them and get started on this amazing journey. So really and truly, just give it time, be patient, read, have good time, have fun, and do it. And trust me, if you get started, you only need one sparks to keep you going. So leave me a comment below. Let me know if any book that you think you have read or any book that you think I've missed out, and just let me know the name of the book in the comment section below. I think that's about it. Go ahead, like this video, subscribe if you enjoyed it, and also I'm going to leave a link on my some of my online training. I have a video where I show you the seven principles to affiliate marketing. If you're interested in that, I'll also leave the link in the description. Thanks very much, and until next time, go and get this book, start reading them, and take care.